If you are planning a motorcycle tour in Greece and you are using one of those popular navigation apps, the ones that promise to find the curviest, most exciting routes, I need to stop you right there. Because, excuse me, after testing 3 popular apps against our actual tour routes, I discovered something alarming. They can cause you to miss about 50% of the best riding Greece has to offer. And in some cases, they could even put you in a dangerous situation. So let me explain why, and more importantly, what you need to know before you ride here. A few weeks ago, a customer came to pick up his bike. He had booked a 10-day rental, and after we finished the paperwork, he said something that immediately caught my attention. He says, "John, I hope you don't mind. I went to your website, looked at your 10-day Central Northwest Greece tour itinerary, and recreated all the routes myself using this app." So he pulls out his phone and shows me the routes. Honestly, I was troubled, not because he tried to do it himself, that's absolutely fine, but because the results were in some cases really bad. Here is what he did. For each day, he entered the starting point and the destination from our itinerary, then selected the curviest route option. Sounds logical, right? But after reviewing his routes day by day, I had to tell him, if you follow these routes, you will miss 50% of what makes this tour special. Let's say our tour is designed to be a 10 out of 10 experience, according to us. Following this up, you will get maybe a 5. We sat down, I explained why, day by day, route by route. Then, this got me thinking, if this happened to Michael, it is probably happening to other riders. So I downloaded 3 popular motorcycle apps. I believe there are more than 3 out there. And I don't think it is important to name which were the ones that I tested because I observed the same patterns. And I'm pretty much sure others will have the same results. So I ran the test against many of our routes, especially those that we believe make our tours stand out. I spent 2 days doing this. And here is what I discovered. We know a good motorcycle route isn't just about curves on a map. But those apps, they only know about curves. They are completely blind to everything else that makes a route amazing. 1. Road surface quality. They don't know if a road is smooth tarmac or full of potholes. 2. Scenery and views. They cannot tell you if there is a breathtaking vista after each switchback. 3. Real-world riding times. Their time estimates are often inaccurate and sometimes dangerously inaccurate, and I will come back to that later. 4. Road character. They might send you through a curvy road where there is another one, better one, nearby. And 5. Local knowledge. They do not know which roads are beloved by local riders and which ones we avoid. Without this information, an automatically generated curvy route can range from mediocre to downright problematic. Let me give you a real example that also illustrates a safety issue. There is a route from the Zagoria, that is an area in northwest Greece, to Pindus Mountains, a route we include in some of our tours. When I plugged it into one of those apps, here is what it showed. Distance about 116 kilometers, estimated time 2 hours and 4 minutes. I have ridden this route. I mean the one the app suggested. I know it. And I'm a local rider who knows these mountains. I cannot complete this route in 2 hours and 4 minutes. No way. My realistic time, about 3.5 hours pure riding time. For a visitor from abroad, riding unfamiliar roads in an unfamiliar country, you are looking at least 4 hours, not counting stops. That's double the estimated time from that app. Okay, so what, you may ask? It takes longer than expected, big deal. Here is why it can become a big deal. This route goes through the Pindus mountain range. one of the most remote, wild areas in Greece for paved roads. There are more remote places in Greece if you do off-road, but we are talking about road tours here. If you plan your day based on that 2-hour estimate, you might as well think, great, I have time to add more waypoints, visit some sites, take long breaks, or perhaps I will make a late start because I'm tired. So there is no need to rush. And so you plan your day accordingly. And then reality hits. Suddenly it is approaching sunset. You realize you are still an hour or more away from your destination, in the middle of the Pindus Mountains, getting dark. Let me be clear, I never want to be stuck at night on these mountain roads. Out there, infrastructure is minimal, no medical centers, no repair shops, very few gas stations, villages are scarce, and during weekdays, most of them are practically empty. If something goes wrong, mechanical issue, accident, whatever, and you are stranded there in the dark because you trusted that 2-hour estimate, that's a safety problem. Another major blind spot, the road conditions. These apps have no idea if a road surface is pristine or falling apart. And I will be honest, yes, some roads in our tours are not in perfect condition either. But when we take you on a rough road, it is for a reason. It is because we know the views are absolutely spectacular and you will not see them anywhere else. We know what you are getting into and it's worth it, and we prepare you about it. An app doesn't make that distinction. It might lead you onto a deteriorated road for no good reason at all, just because it is curvy on the map. And here's one more example. Some riders wanted to exit Athens and head to the Corinth Canal via small roads, then continue further south to the Peloponnese. The app suggestion for getting out of Athens, this is a nightmare. You will be dodging traffic, dealing with urban chaos, and asking yourself, why did I put myself through this? And after clearing Athens, the app routed them there. I took this road once, years ago. I never wanted to do it again. That should tell you something, if not everything. Now, here is what really concerns me. If this is your first time in Greece, you will not have anything to compare these routes to from previous experiences in the country. You will ride them, complete your tour, and come back home with an impression that could be underwhelming. You will not know that there was something better, much better, waiting on alternative roads. You will have missed the point, the beauty, the incredible mountain passes, the beautiful coastal curves, the authentic villages. Instead of going home and telling your friends in excitement, Greece is a rider's paradise. The roads are absolutely incredible. You will say it was, okay, fine, maybe not what I hoped for. And that is heartbreaking, because Greece is incredible for motorcycle touring. Just look at what other riders say when they ride the proper routes. Perhaps now you are thinking that I'm saying all this because I only want to sell you our self-guided tours. Let me be clear. It's not about selling tours. In the end, whether we sell a tour package or just a rental alone, for us leads to similar business results. It is about ensuring you have an amazing experience. If you come to Greece, ride mediocre routes and leave disappointed, how does that help us? It doesn't. That doesn't help Greece. That doesn't bring you back. And it certainly doesn't make your friends want to come. But what if you ride the right routes? Whether that is through our tours or through proper research done by you. And then you go back home absolutely blown away. That's what will bring you back, that's what makes your friends book their flights, and that's what builds Greece's reputation as a motorcycle destination. And that is our mission. My goal isn't to sell you a tour package, my goal is to make you believe or make you know that Greece is a biker's paradise, because it is, when done right. So, my advice: if you're planning a motorcycle trip to Greece, do not rely solely on automatic routing apps. Use them, yes, but not alone. They simply don't have the local knowledge, road quality data, accurate time estimates that you need. Instead, together with those apps, add your own research, read trip reports, check forums like AdRider, talk to people who have ridden here. Ask locals online before you come, riders who live here, people who ride these roads regularly. Be realistic about time. Always add 30 to 50% more or even more than any app suggests. The curvier the route, the more time you should add to that original estimate. Look, I love that riders want to explore independently, that do-it-yourself spirit is part of motorcycling for many of us, including me. I just want to make sure that when you do it, you are actually experiencing the best of what Greece has to offer, not a subpar version generated by an algorithm. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this useful, and until the next one, ride safely, safe, and hopefully we will see you in Greece.